Hey guys, welcome to the channel and welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to be talking about upgrades for the Hi-Capa, Tokyo Marui Hi-Capa 5.1. Specifically, upgrades for a brand new Tokyo Marui Hi-Capa 5.1. I've been asked this question a few times and recently was told to do a video on what upgrades are needed for the Tokyo Marui Hi-Capa 5.1. First thing off, you want to upgrade is, bearing in mind this is a brand new Tokyo Marui Hi-Capa 5.1, is nothing. Nothing needs to be upgraded. It's completely, it's a very reliable platform and it's completely working out of the box. If you've just bought a Tokyo Marui Hi-Capa 5.1 and there are problems with it, then it's defective. It should be working out of the box and it should continue to work for quite a few rounds, quite a long time, without any upgrades. Saying that, there are exceptions. Sometimes, depending on the gas you use, the climate, a lot of people report using green gas will probably break something. You know, the plastic slide, which all of them come with, and things like that. I can assure you that if there are probably 100 people saying their slide has broken from green gas, there's probably 100,000 people saying that their slides have never broken and they use green gas exclusively. So that's not something I'd worry about just yet. I use green gas in all of my Hi-Capas, including ones with plastic slides, and I've been fine so far. That's including me using it in Asia with green gas and using it in colder climates in Europe as well. But if you are worried, you can upgrade it. I mean, as I say, if this is a brand new Hi-Capa, you've not got to worry about a lot of things. There's nothing you have to think, oh, this is going to break, you know, tomorrow or as soon as I get it. That's not going to happen. It's probably going to break somewhere down the line, if it ever does. I've rarely had things wear out and break on me. Normally it's down to a lot of wear and tear after I've used the gun for so much, and it needs servicing and changing over of parts. Okay, but if you know, if you think, well, I've just got my gun, I don't care, I don't want to wait till something breaks, I want to upgrade it and increase the already very reliability. Okay, so the first thing I'd say you can buy, I don't recommend it, but if you are dead set on upgrading straight away, you can do. I mean, that's one of the main attractions to this platform. It's customizability. You can customize everything and anything on this this platform. You can increase the recoil, you can reduce the recoil, you can decrease the cycle times, you know, follow-up shots, you can the sights, the slide, the grip, the frame, the triggers, internals, everything. In fact, you can build a Tokyo Marui Hi-Capa from the ground up, just from aftermarket parts or modified or reinforced parts without actually buying a Tokyo Marui Hi-Capa. It's going to be incredibly expensive if you do that. And you don't need to, because the stock one is fantastic. But the choice is yours, you know. All you are limited to is your budget. If you think, you know, I've only got $200, $200 US to spend, starting off with the stock one and working your way along would be fine, or just keeping it completely stock like sometimes I do, that'll be fine as well, and just upgrading things or changing over parts when you need. Okay, getting back on track. The first thing, if you want to upgrade, that is, would be the loading nozzle or the air nozzle. That's one of the parts I've had on one of my Hi-Capas. It's very rarely, I mean, a BB must have got jammed somewhere or I was handling it improperly, but these can crack or break under after a lot of usage. So this is one part you may want to consider upgrading when you need to. This is the stock Tokyo Marui one. Many manufacturers make them, including one of my favourites, Airsoft Surgeon, or recently I've acquired this UAC one. When you buy these, make sure you get sets that come with the internal part, which is the floating valve, I believe it's called. This one, the UAC one, comes with it, and it just fits into the stock blowback housing, like so, and just runs like that. Make sure you lube that part with silicone oil. This is comes as a reinforced plastic, and it should last, in theory, longer than the standard one, and generally they do. If you buy it from Airsoft Surgeon, I use quite a lot of Airsoft Surgeon loading nozzles. It doesn't come with the internals, so just be aware of that. You have to either buy it from another company or use the stock floating valve. Okay. The second upgrade, which is the one everyone's interested in, as soon as they get it, they think, right, I'm going to upgrade this part straight away, is the slide. I do recommend using your standard slide as much as possible, since they're made of plastic, a very durable plastic, and they actually last a very long time, even if you're using green gas or propane. You can customize these in certain ways very easily. Since it's plastic, you can sand down certain parts. All I've done on mine is painted in the engravings with gold paint. Okay, permanent gold paint. And I enjoy using these quite a bit. They are plastic, so the sound of them, it sounds very it's like slapping something, basically. The sound, it's like a plastic slap, an airy type sound you get, but they cycle very quickly and they are very reliable out of the box. Okay, you don't have to worry about it breaking instantly as soon as you use green gas. It should not do that, to be honest, in my experience anyway. But that's just my experience. I'm not saying it's definitely going to last. You know, they may break, they may not. Okay, the outer barrel, you don't have to upgrade that. The standard one is pretty good, made of plastic, it's coated. Okay, that's fine. What else needs upgrading? The hop-up unit, I enjoy using the stock one. There's not much problems with that. It may wear out over time, probably after about 10-20,000 rounds, but they're generally very good and they last very long. The inner barrel, you might want to change it for a tight bore barrel, but personally, I don't know. For me, at the ranges I shoot it at, it's not going to make a big difference for me, and I'm not precision shooting or anything. The standard inner barrel comes gold, and whereas a lot of aftermarket outer barrels are gold, sometimes I will deliberately keep the inner barrel just to match the outer barrel. Okay. The frame is fine. The stock Tokyo Marui one's fine. One of the parts you may want to keep your eye on is this part here. Ooh, the disconnector. Okay, the stock one's very good. It lasts a very, very long time. But they have been known to wear out or break over time, so you may want to keep an eye on that. Or if you just want to increase the reliability of your thing straight away, just get a steel one of them, I guess. They usually come in sets with this, I think that's the knocker lock, I believe, and this is the steel disconnector, which you can buy. Bearing in mind, when you buy these aftermarket parts, depending on where you buy them from, they may require some fitment. You might have to sand down certain parts or smooth off certain areas. Okay. Oh, coming away from the slide, I almost forgot to finish talking about that. You can buy aftermarket ones made from aluminum if that's what you wish to do. This also not only increases the reliability of the slide, it also changes the appearance of the gun to suit your taste. Which slide shall I buy, you're thinking? Well, that's entirely up to you. It's all down to your personal taste and your budget, heavily dependent on your budget. And as a general rule of thumb, the more expensive the slide, the less fitment issues you're going to have, or the nicer the slide's going to be. As in, if you buy a slide for, let's say, $60 US, expect to do some fitment. Whereas if you buy a slide for, say, $500 US, it's usually a drop fit. I say most of the time because there have been people known to buy very expensive slides and had major fitment issues and a lot of work had to be done. I would be very, very upset if that happened to me. But that's a general rule of thumb. Okay. What else needs upgrading? That's pretty much it. So the first things you would look into is probably your nozzle, then your disconnector, and then your slide. All those three together, or the nozzle, the slide, and then the disconnector. It's up to you. But these things increase reliability. Not that the platform's unreliable, as I keep stressing. You know, it's gonna just swirl up a massive debate of people saying it doesn't run on green gas. It does. All my Hi-Capas have run on green gas in standard form or modified. The recoil spring is fine if you're going with the plastic slide. you may want to uprate this to either 120%, or you can get them, I believe, in 140% or 150%. That's the strength of the spring. The harder the spring or the stronger the spring, the quicker it's going to cycle. Okay, obviously, if you change the slide to an aluminum one, it's going to cycle slower on the standard spring because the slide is heavier. It's going to go back and come forward where it has to push a heavier weight forward. It's going to take slightly longer than the plastic standard slide. So if you do upgrade the slide, I highly recommend upgrading your recoil spring as well. Other than that, most upgrades aren't needed out of the box. Not that any of these, as I keep saying, not that any of these upgrades are needed to make it reliable. It's a very reliable platform as it is standard, so you don't have to upgrade anything. These are just the first things that I personally recommend you do if you do decide to upgrade. Okay, the mag catch is fine. The slide catch, I'm sorry. The mag catch is fine. The stock Tokyo Marui one, and if you're thinking, oh, but I want to change the color of it. Well, Tokyo Marui do these all these parts, most of them in either black or silver, depending on which base you bought. You can buy the black one like mine and get all the parts in black, or you can buy the stainless version, which has all these parts, the mag catch, whatever, in silver. Okay, these stock Tokyo Marui parts last a very long time, made from a pretty cheap material, usually pot metal or a mix of some very cheap materials, but they do last and they do the job. The only reason I would upgrade is if there's a certain look I'm going for, or if I'm going for an all-out steel build. Everything needs to be steel, and I'm changing everything. But otherwise, where I can, I try and stick with the standard parts, especially the hammer spring. I really enjoy using the stock hammer spring, the stock sear spring, the Tokyo Marui one. I absolutely love them. And these slide catches, I would prefer them, the Tokyo Marui ones. It's probably my luck, but every single slide catch I've ever purchased needed fitment in some way or another. And after that, it's still sometimes is a bit finicky. It won't engage the slide sometimes. In which case, if that happens, I'll probably just short stroke it. Okay. Oh, talking about that, this short stroking your pistol. This is a very cheap upgrade you can do if you're thinking, I don't want to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I've just bought the gun, but I want to do something to, make it a bit quicker, or just do something to make it handle slightly differently. What you can do is short stroke the range at which this the slide slides back. Okay, every time you take a shot, it goes to whatever there, and if that takes however long, you can shorten that distance so it just goes like that. Enough to load the next BB, but not enough to engage, so that it goes all the way to the back. Now, if you do that, most of the time, if you short stroke your Hi-Capa, the slide catch is not going to engage. Okay, so upgrading that would be unnecessary, I guess. Now, how you do that is, I'm just going to quickly show you. This is not a how-to video, I'm just discussing it. If you get some, I don't know, a short stroking kit, or what they call a buffer kit, it comes with buffers or spring. There are many, many different kits. They don't all look like this, okay? They can be just a big spring with a washer, or just a big rubber buffer, I guess. And what that does is that goes on, slides on all the way to the end of the buffer tube, of the recoil rod. And then the spring goes on to about there, like so, and then what happens is it stops the slide earlier, so it can't go all the way to the back, thus disengaging the slide catch and shortening the travel time and increasing the speed at which it cycles, if that makes any sense. Right, okay, that's about it. I don't want to make this video too long since it's just a basic upgrade video. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you later.